How many deductibles does your homeowner's policy have? Really? So this is a question that seems like a really silly question, because you're thinking to yourself right now, I just have one deductible and it is XYZ. A couple of weeks ago, I had the amazing opportunity to quote an old friend from high school, and when looking over his current policies, we found that he actually had 3 deductibles. Now that sounds crazy to you potentially, but I promise you it's with a company that potentially you might have your current insurance with if you're not one of the Rhodes Group clients or one of my clients or whatever. So 3 different deductibles on one policy. And by the way, I am filming this from the kids' playroom because today was one of those crazy days. So I decided, why not film in this really cool playroom of ours. The lighting is actually kind of neat. Anyway, the issue is this. Sometimes whenever I'm looking over a homeowner's policy from someone that I'm quoting, I notice a couple things. I notice a percentage deductible. I hate percentage deductibles. I'll tell you why. Because, well, to be frank with you, I'm not a huge math whiz. When a tree is laying on my house or my house burns to the ground, I don't want to try to figure out what percentage that I'm responsible for based on my dwelling replacement cost. You see, the percentage is a percentage of whatever that carrier's estimated replacement cost of your home is. Real quick, let's do the quickest explanation of what replacement cost is so that we can have some context. The dwelling coverage or replacement cost is basically exactly what it would cost to rebuild your home from scratch. Well, the dwelling replacement cost goes up every year because of things like inflation and the cost of goods and services and all of that kind of stuff. So that's a normal thing that will happen to everyone under the sun's homeowner's insurance policy, and that's okay. But what a percentage deductible means is that deductible, the amount that you're responsible for, is also gonna go up every year. So when you purchased your new home 5-10 years ago and you put that, or that agent put that percentage deductible on your home policy, the amount that you're responsible for now is far different than it was when you first purchased the home because of the increased dwelling replacement cost. Do you get it yet? Why I think percentage deductibles are such a ripoff? I think it's completely unfair. Just to give you a quick math example, if you have a $300,000 dwelling coverage, in other words, they estimate that it costs $300,000 to rebuild your home. You have a 1% deductible. Folks, that is a $3,000 deductible. The policy that I was specifically looking at had 3 separate deductibles. They had a $1,000 deductible for other perils. Number 2, they had a percentage deductible on wind and hail losses. Number 3, they had a deductible specifically for tropical cyclones and hurricanes. Now listen, living in Georgia, this far inland, it's something that we'd never have to worry about, right? Let me introduce you to a friend named Hurricane Irma that came through. Imagine if my friend had a loss that the insurance carrier that he was with determined that the cause of that loss was from Hurricane Irma. Guess what? He had a $10,500 deductible on that policy for tropical cyclones or hurricanes. Let me break it down in a different way. Let's pretend like you're going into battle and you have to use this bad boy, but 3 different guns. You gotta figure out what gun you gotta use. You can only use the one kind, that junk. This one looks pretty cool. It looks promising. It's got a hole that'll fit it. It's in there. Useless. Aha. Silly demonstration, but you get the point. If I had to go to a dart war, I think that's just like maybe my dad brain kicking in there. I don't know what a dart war is. But if I had to go to a dart war and I could only use one kind of dart, it'd be pretty nice to know that when the you-know-what hit the fan, all I had to do was put the dart in the gun and go to work. Do yourself a favor, take a look at your homeowner's policy right now, tonight, this evening, this weekend, but don't put it off. Find out what your deductible is before it's too late. I promise you, you don't want to be arguing with an insurance carrier about whether or not something was a tropical cyclone because your deductible's almost $11,000. Woodrow, tonight is episode 8 of Ask Woody Wednesday. I guess it should really be called Ask Woody and Woodrow Wednesday. But what is it? What do you want to tell everybody out there?
Thank you for watching. Keep on watching.
Boom!
Boom!